Yo, how's it going everyone? It's me, Arctic. Today's video we are going to be going over a complete DPS guide for Baal, aka the Raiden Shogun, and I will also be showing you guys my general build that I am planning with my spreadsheet included. As you guys can see, I'm also a little bit worried about getting striked for possibly Honey Hunter stuff, so I've just put a little emoji over the face of Raiden right here for the moment. And yeah, that's basically how we're going to move on with the channel going forward. But in today's video, I will be covering the best weapon options for DPS, also the best artifact choices and artifact builds to actually use on DPS, and what you can kind of do based on what weapons you have access to, you know? But if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. We were just at 2,000 something. We're making some pretty good progress. I appreciate all of you guys helping me out. And also, if you wouldn't mind following my Twitch channel, it is twitch.tv/arctic_hokyoku, and you'll basically find that pretty easily. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So in terms of artifacts that we have options for with choosing, I've already done an artifact guide. If you guys want to watch that, that'll be linked in a card above right now. But yeah, there's several options that you can go with. Most of them consist of 2-piece sets. However, I think the best 4-piece set is definitely the emblem set. It just basically boosts your burst damage as well. Emblem set is definitely the very go-to set. You basically get energy recharge plus 20 and increase your elemental burst based on your energy recharge. This artifact set really shines as if you are using like a grass cutters or like a skyward spine. This could actually work pretty good because you are getting a lot more from your energy recharge if you're using energy recharge weapon. But generally, I think that if you don't end up getting a grass cutters, that you probably are going to want to keep like a attack percent timepiece with EM substats, energy recharge substats I mean, and that's basically going to give you the best damage overall, I would say. The only reason to go an energy recharge timepiece is if you do get grass cutters, because you do end up getting attack percent and electro damage effectively from how much ER you have, so it really just works better going with that. But I personally am hoping to run a 2-piece of emblem set, and the reason behind that is because I can run a 2-piece of a Glad set or a 2-piece Thunder Fury, whichever one I have the best substats, energy recharge stats on that as well. But yeah, for new players, if you are farming out an entirely new set for Raiden Shogun, this is definitely the set to go to. Alternatively, the other new set is actually going to be very good on her as well. This increases your attack by 18%, and when you cast your elemental skill, which her elemental skill is on like a 25-second duration with a 12-second cooldown, so pretty much you don't have to cast this all the time in between bursts. You can basically cast your elemental skill, do your burst, wait for your burst to go up again, do your burst again, and then cast your elemental skill going out of that. I think that's going to be the best way to use Raiden's elemental skill with that, because you're trying to keep as much uptime with the least amount of energy consumed using this set. But this increases your normal charge and plunging attack damage, and that increases it by 50%. So this is going to be very strong if you are using her mainly for her auto attack damage after her ult. Now I would definitely recommend this set over the emblem set if you are running like a Jade Spear, something like that, Staff of Homa, something like that, because you are going to end up going for a more crit damage build, an attack percent build with that versus energy recharge if you do pull a grass cutters. And so that's basically the general split in terms of actual DPS for Raiden. Yeah, and like I said, if you are going with like Primordial Jade Wing Spear, yeah, definitely go with the Shimenawa set, because that is going to end up giving you a lot more damage than if you would go with like an emblem set. However, if you do want to go like a burst damage build with her elemental burst doing most of her damage as like more of a kind of sub DPS kind of burst damage dealer, yeah, I will be doing a guide on that in the future as well. But yeah, I think the best way to utilize Skyward Spine is definitely going to be using the 4-piece of the emblem set. There's really just no value to this energy recharge beyond like a little bit of electro damage percent, but if you can get like a ult damage boost with the 4-piece emblem set, yeah, it becomes a lot more worth it to use this weapon in terms of its viability. And this one is basically the second best for the energy recharge build for Baal. If I'm looking at my specific build that I'm going to go with on Baal, I'm definitely going to pull for grass cutters. I'm definitely going to get grass cutters. But yeah, grass cutters I think is definitely going to be the best, at least for the build that I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for a 2-piece Thunder Fury, 2-piece ER set. And really, that's my goal. However, I'm probably going to end up using like a 2-piece Glad and 2-piece Energy Recharge set. And that's basically how it's going to end up with what I'm building. But in terms of like artifacts, I don't have to do anything necessarily that crazy to end up getting a very large amount of damage and stats from the grass cutters, which I feel is the main appeal of the weapon, because it's very, very synergized with Energy Recharge and her whole kit. I might use Black Cliff Spear, I might use Lithic Spear, it just depends on what I'm actually going to be doing. But yeah, this is generally my build if you guys want to look over this and see generally what my plan is for her build. And yeah, I might do a calculation on this if I'm using like a Jade Spear, also like a other kind of build. But yeah, generally if you have grass cutters, build ER. It's definitely going to benefit you quite a bit. And generally, if you don't have grass cutters, don't build ER, because it's not just necessarily going to benefit you that much as you would think it would. But yeah, that's basically it for me. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Doing a sub DPS build guide, focusing more on her elemental skill and using her as like a sub DPS than burst support. And yeah, I'll probably do a burst support video as well, maximizing like ult damage and how effective it is to actually maximize ult damage. Other than that, it's been me, Arctic. I will see you guys next time. Farewell.